What up, guys? Welcome back to Wise Wagers. It is Wednesday, August 26th, and we are on to the NHL bets for the day. This is probably my favorite betting card for the day for NHL. NBA is just a disaster with Dame being out. So let's get right into it for NHL Wednesday the 26th. First game up is the New York Islanders versus the Philadelphia Flyers. Flyers are minus 115 and the Islanders are minus 105. The 82% of the public is on the Islanders money line in this one. Very rightly so, I gotta say. Islanders spanked the Flyers in the first game 4-0. We hit that bet plus 100. So that was a great bet for us. And we did hit the under on the last game. The under is at 5 again for this one. I do like the under again. 59% of the public is on the over. You can't blame them. The line did open at 5.5, but with 5, you don't feel as comfortable as it would being at 5.5. If it was 5.5, I'd feel really confident in that under pick. I would definitely say let's take the under on this one. History shows of the first 2 series that these teams had in the opening round of the playoffs, the Islanders only scored over 5 goals twice in that series, a combined 5 goals. And then with the Flyers, the entire series, I think, didn't even have over 5 goals. It was 2-1, 3-1, 1-0. So definitely the 5 under is under 5 is a live bet. It is both minus money on both of them. It's basically a pick 'em right now. With the slightly favored to the Flyers. Last time I looked a little bit ago, it was shifting a little bit. The Islanders were up to minus 109 and the Flyers at minus 115. So I would definitely take the Flyers money line minus 115 and the under 5 goals again. Personally, I'm going to take one or the other. I'm not going to put both. I'd probably just take the money line on the Flyers. Think the Flyers bounce back and tie up the series. Islanders are playing great, but I definitely think the Flyers can slow down the game and get that defensive into play. It is up to you who you think is going to win. It's basically a pick 'em. If you don't feel confident in betting the money line, then I would definitely take the over and under, whatever you feel is better. Me, I would take the under. Now let's move on to Tampa Bay versus Boston. All right, so Tampa Bay versus Boston, game 2 just ended a couple hours ago, and Tampa Bay won in overtime, killing our Boston Bruins pick, which was basically a pick 'em. Again, Tampa Bay versus Boston is another pick 'em game. It's opened at minus 110, over at 5.5. I would take the over again at 5.5. I feel confident. So I definitely feel confident. You don't have a lot of money or public action on this yet, just because the game just ended, so we couldn't get any live action on the bets. But I would definitely take the over and under 5.5. Game 2 recap. Game 2 was a back and forth. Boston, they looked great in the first period. Second period looked great. Third period, they kind of hung around. Were kind of annoying. Tampa got them on. Tampa did look like the fresher team going at the end of overtime, or at the end of the third period, and into overtime. So I tend to go with the fresher team when it's a back-to-back matchup like this. I definitely would stay away from the pick. In general, not 100% that Tampa's going to pull it out, but I would still say Tampa minus 110. I would take over Boston at this point. Definitely one bet that I will put on my card is the over 5.5. I am going to take that bet. I think it is a great bet to pick. And then let's move on to Colorado-Dallas. Dallas is 2-0 on the series, and they're 6-7 on the series for the season. They went 4-0 in the regular season before the pandemic hit, and then on the round robin, the Avs got their one win where they spanked them 4-0, and now we're going here into the playoffs. The Avs are down 2-0. What I feel confident in on this, is I do feel confident that the over and the under. I do feel this game does go over the 5.5 goals. 67% of the public is on the under. I see this going up to 6 goals again, and really hitting the over on it. It's back and forth. They break down, but hey, you could definitely have an argument here for the under. Dallas, after the Avs scored that second goal in the second period, it was all Dallas. And it was Dallas on offense, it was Dallas on defense, on line changes, everything. The Avs had no answer for them. So hopefully the coach for the Avs can get his head into the game and switch it up when he needs, when he sees his team struggling. The Avs had 3 power plays in the second period, I should say, and they basically had 5 shots on goal. If you looked at the first period and the Avs came out, they had 20 shots on goal to just 6 for Dallas. Dallas came back in that second period after that second goal hit, and they adjusted well. They had 17 shots on goal to the Avs only 9. Avs had a power play where it was 5-on-3 and they had 1 shot on goal. And in the other 2 shots totaling in those 3 power plays, 4 shots on goal for the second period. They could not get the puck past the center. They just kept going east to west instead of just heading straight down the ice. It was just bad. McKinnon just looked flustered after the second period. I still think McKinnon is going to be the face of the NHL. Guy is just a freaking all-star all around. So definitely going to take the over and under. Now let's get into the pick. Do I think the Avs are going to go down 3-0? I do not. I would take the Avs money line on this. It's one of the things I don't feel 100% confident in, but my money would go with the Avs. I just don't see them going down 3-0 in this. They are a phenomenal team. I actually have them in the Western Conference Finals, so we'll see what they can do. But the Stars are a live dog here. I'm probably going to stay away from picking the game straight up and just go to the over and the under. With the Stars, like I said, they're 6-7 in the series for the season. They're up 2-0 right now, and the Avs, once after that first period, they just do not look like they're in the game, and Dallas adjusts so well. They make coaching adjustments, line changes. It just looks like they have the complete package when it's coming up against the Colorado Avalanche. Colorado Avalanche can make a lot of teams look very basic, but right now, with this, we're going to say it is the Avs on the money line -140 and the over in 5.5. Don't feel great on the money line. Going to lay off of it. I'm going to take the over 5.5. So with the 3 hockey bets that I am taking, I'm going to a 3-pick parlay here, and I'm going to take Philly -115. I'm going to take the over 5.5 on Boston, Tampa Bay, and then I'm going to take the over on Colorado, Dallas. So these 3 bets are my locks. They're my picks. I'm definitely going to stick with that. Please comment down below and let me know who you think is going to win out of Tampa Bay and Boston. It's a pick'em game, -110. Let me know what your thoughts were on game 2. It was a phenomenal game. I just think Tampa looked fresher. Again, comment down below who you think is going to win, New York or Philadelphia. And then if you do have any other questions or concerns about the over or under in the game, let me know down below in the comment section. Again, thank you guys for watching my first video. It had over 88 views. Hopefully we can get the likes and the subscribers up. I am the punk ass book jockey. Thank you for tuning into Wise Wagers. I'm out. Let's get this money.